We are in our Kola platform, mounted our Google Drive and connected to SQLite database. You can get all these details in our previous videos. We will learn today about the inserting the records or adding records to the table. This is our basic template, whatever we will be using. We can just correct it. Okay, so this is the template what we will be using to insert our records. So let's start first adding our query part. So query start with insert into our table name is student. Now values, what are the values? Values will first start with null. So there are 5 columns are there. First is ID. We are intentionally not giving any value to the ID because ID is auto incremented. So it will take the data. We will understand more about auto incremented in our when you discuss about structure of the table. Null, then we will take name one, then say first name, then we are going with class is say 4. Now then we'll go add mark is string now 50, and then we'll add sex is say male. So then we'll end 1 2 3 4 5. Fine, this 5 columns are there in our sample student table. For the ID field we have not used any value or not given any input value. So this is our query. So now we'll move beyond. We'll try execute. Within the try box we will keep this. We'll say rset is equal to my connection. My connection is here we have described it. This is the connection string we have created here. So this variable we are using my connection. Now execute. Now say execute. Now what is we will execute the query. Fine. So if this is executed, then else block will run, but if there is any issue with that, then our error handling except block will take care of it. So now we'll write some code for our else block. Else block, let's print directly. We'll say number of rows added. Now this will get added. Let's give some space. Fine. This will give by rset dot we'll use row count. This will give us the how many numbers are updated or how many records are in. Sorry, it will give us how many records are inserted. Now similarly, one more is now we'll say ID of the last inserted row. Actually this is the ID of the last, just now whatever we have inserted, that ID whatever the system has generated. Now we will give that rset dot last row ID. So this is what we will get it. So that's all. This is the code we will use for adding our first record. Let's see how it works. Yeah, number of rows added is 1 and ID of the last inserted row is 74. Now we'll learn about parameterized query. We have just copied the code above and pasted it here. Parameterized code queries are prepared in such a way that the tuple is passed with the data and the query is goes into the SQLite database for fetching the data, and the parameters are kept separately. So that way we can prevent the injection attack. So let's see how that works also. Let us start with my data is our tuple. I am creating it. The first one, let me use null, and okay, all these data we can use directly. I will slightly change it. So my data is equal to this. I am just to change it, I am making it slightly changing it 64. I am making it female. Okay, so in this place we will use placeholders. Sorry, 1 2 3 4 and one more 5 placeholders will be using, and you can see the 5 in our tuple has also 5 elements. So this will move, so we'll put it here, my data we kept it. So the tuple data we are passing it separately. The queue is our query. So that's all. This should add the record and give us the ID and number of rows inserted. Sorry, there is a 460 female. Null is not defined. Okay, this will use none. So the data is, now you can see number of rows added 1 and ID of the last row is 75. You can just see previously it was 74 because we have here added one more row of data, so it has gone to 75 now. Now we'll add multiple records. We have used the same code, copied and pasted in one more cell. You can see this is the same code only. Fine. Now you can see that in the line 2 we have a single record, one record only, but now in this we will use it a multiple record. We have just copied the data and pasted it. Now you can see we are replaced with a 1 2 3 4 5 rows of data or 5 records. These are 5 tuples and kept inside a list. So you can see here this is our 5 records are kept in a list. So this data will try to push it, and the query part is remain same. This query there is no change in it, and we will insert this. Once we insert this row count will tell us how many numbers are added. So logically here now we are trying to add 5, so this output should be 5. And similarly the last line we won't get any output, because when you are adding 5 records at a time, we won't get the last record ID. So this should give us none also. We could run this code and see. Running this, yeah, number of rows added is 5, ID of the last inserted row is none. Okay, this is how you can insert single record or multiple record, or by using parameterized query you add multiple record. That is safe also. We can store it in a data in a separate source and insert it or take it out. You can verify it by using, we have already discussed the select command. You can verify the data whatever you are pushing inside. So you can list them and check it. To check our code, we will add a code block and display the last 10 records. For that we will write a query, q is equal to select star from student order by ID DESC, now limit 0 to 10. So this is our query. Now record set is equal to my connection dot execute query. Fine. Now for row in R set, print row. Now this will give us the last 10 records. Let's see how it works. You can see that all the last 10 records whatever we have added in a decreasing order, 80 79 in a decreasing order ID. So all the above codes whatever is there, after executing you can just check it once more that what are the rows added. Now here you can see the 5 rows are the 5 rows we are trying to add it. Now let us run it again. Just note that the last record was 71 to 80. Now let us run it again, add 5 more records and see. I am not changing anything, so there will be duplicate names, marks and all these things, but ID will change. Let's run this. You can see number of rows added is 5. Okay, now refresh this and see how it is reflected. You can see it is 85 to 76. The record IDs have changed.